Okay, the next deck that we're playing today, Draven Zed Aggro. So one of the new cards we got in the most recent update is this card here, Flurry of Fists. Grant an ally +1 and quick attack, so that's a permanent buff. But if it already has it, it's referring to quick attack, grant it double attack instead. So we're pairing this card with two very good quick attack champions here, Draven and Zed. Giving these guys +1 and double attack obviously makes them very, very powerful. Draven even creates 2 spinning axes whenever he attacks, that means. And that actually does mean that if we provide him with a spinning axe, he can level up in 1 attack. Similarly, if our opponent makes the mistake of not blocking a Zed while we have 3 or more mana up, we could potentially turbo level Zed with Flurry of Fists. Past that, we are running. We're trying out this card, Ren Shadowblade, with quick attack. 4/3/3 quick attack creates a Shadow Fiend in hand, which is a 4/1, a 4/3 for 1 that has ephemeral. If this thing has double attack, it creates 2 of them, while also being a significant threat in and of itself. So I thought we'd give that a shot and see how that felt. Kato the Arm, what better thing to be doing once you have big, scary double attack units than give them more attack and overwhelm. So Kato's our main way of like pushing damage. Kato's just good by himself with Zed because he creates the shadows that will take on the attack increase as well. And finally, we're running some Young Witch here to give any of our units quick attack, which means we can give them double attack with Flurry of Fist, and it is a permanent effect. Although the Young Witch's effect is temporary, the Flurry of Fist will register them as having quick attack and give them a double attack buff permanently. The rest of the deck is just typical aggro units you'd find in, I guess, a Noxus Ionia aggro list. We have Draven's Biggest Fan to help us find one of our key quick attack units more consistently. Legion Saboteur, solid 1-drop. Green Glade Duo, solid evasive 2-drop unit. House Spider, high value unit, also works pretty well if we already have a Green Glade Duo or 2 on the field by pumping their attack. Brothers Bond, figured granting allies that are, since we have a lot of quick attack and evasive units in our list, I figured granting them permanent +2 attack probably worthwhile. And we have some Whirling Death and Nopify in here as interaction. I figured, like, if we're going to be investing in these units that we're trying to give double attack and trying to get value off of them, we probably should be protecting them. The Nopifies quite possibly are better as denies, but I figured if we're, trying to use Flurry of Fists proactively, we might not have the mana to also hold up deny a lot of the time, so hopefully the Nopifies will let us, like, kind of generate tempo in the early game by taking away their, taking away things like Mystic Shots and Get Excited and what have you. That could give us a bad time. Not sure how good these are going to be. I'm just kind of trying them out. Whirling Deaths for some interaction and removal works pretty well with our overwhelm units and like a Draven, which can level up a little bit quicker potentially with Flurry of Fists. So get a blocker out of the way. The overwhelm goes through fully. Of course, Kato as well is overwhelming. Don't forget. Yeah, so the Nopify, I guess, is the most experimental thing in here. The rest is pretty standard. Could be that with Draven's Biggest Fan, 3 copies of this, we might be able to get rid of a Draven for, say, something like a cat to try her out. I even have a list that I'm trying out, not today, but like it's kind of just a theory crafted list where we have some Yasuo's along with Draven's, and 1 single cat because we have the full copy of the Draven's Biggest Fan to help us find one of our champions. So that could be fine. A lot of the you see a similar thing with the a lot of the discard aggro lists that are running around right now. A lot of them have a 1 of Teemo in place of the Draven because they're running Draven's Biggest Fan to help you find him. I'm not a personal fan of that configuration of the list, but it's something worth considering, worth testing out. Anyway, enough about that. Other decks. Let's look at this deck and see how we do. Not expecting too much from this. We're just going to try to see if we can do the thing, so to speak. Try to give our cool units double attack and punch through, for lethal. Try to do that Ren Shadowblade thing. Create a bunch of ephemeral units and go wide. That sort of thing. How interactive do we want to be? We just want to curve out here. I think I like the Legion Saboteur on 1, especially because they might not be... They could be on the Dusk Petal generating 2-1, or they could be a Gems deck, but I think I like the Saboteur on 1 here. I think I'll throw away the Ballista. Probably the Kato. We have plenty of time to find him. I'll keep the Ren because I just want to play with this card with Flurry of Fists, so we're going to see if we can line those up. Yeah, there we go. That's a much better 2-drop. I'm just going to open attacks rather than play the Green Glade duo if we have the option. Thermo Beam on 1. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fine use of his Thermo Beam, actually. Especially if they're a slower deck and they feel like they're afraid of getting burnt out.
Everything's better with company.
Probably worth them doing. I could see a Mystic Shot here in our Green Glade duo for a similar reason. But that's fine. I think our next couple plays are just going to be Draven Ren, and we'll see if... Ooh, we might actually just curve out Draven Ren Kato and see what we can do.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Pierce the darkness.
Our opponent could play the thing that they generated, but if they play a 4-drop, it's not that scary.
Believe or burn.
Faith, friend comes.
That is a Zed. I still think we play the Kato. Okay, they're probably playing...
It is me!
Severum? No. Calibrum. Calibrum's the deal 3 damage one, which can kill this, which is a little sad, but
Move towards the moon, brother.
with these 2 fists in hand... Gravitum. We don't want him gravituming our Kato if we can avoid it, so we're gonna do this.
Up top!
Guide him, mother.
So they have second Aphelios in hand, potentially. They didn't block the Draven. Do we go for it here? +1 double attack.
Time for the moneymakers.
I'm assuming our opponent has a Hush in hand in anticipation of this, but I want to try it. Wow, it worked! Alright, this set was already worth it that I got to do this.
And I thought I was already perfect.
Perfect line for him to say it too. Deal 4, deal 1. Sure, dude. You took, what, 16 damage from the one Draven? Perfect. At this point, we're just looking to go wide, so... He still has Gravitum in hand, right? I'm gonna pass. If he passes back, I think that's good for us overall.
Without a sound.
Gravitum can't hit non-followers.
For flesh was weak, but look at me now. Primed and ready.
Zed number 2. Do we force him to use Gravitum here?
Such a pity.
We'll do this to start.
Can you improve perfection?
Oh, that's interesting. Do I care about that? We play Kato. No, I don't think I care about that.
Who gets tossed?
Primed and ready. Join the glorious evolution. The flashbacks will bow, great maker.
Go time! Punch it! Ha-ha! I give you muscles!
They're actually still dead
Inferior design.
with this attack.
I'm so late.
Get us!
None escape their shadow.
I don't know that we're ever gonna get away with what we did with Draven that game, but I'm glad we got to do it at least once. This is probably a horrid matchup for us, but we'll try our best. If we do win it, it probably involves a Fury of Fists, some way, somehow. Maybe we want Brothers Bond so that our stuff can trade better against Fioras if they fail to give them barriers. Or maybe I'm just supposed to curve out with threats. Yeah, I think we're supposed to look for our Whirling Deaths are going to be good potentially as well.
Explosives primed.
If they have Greenglade, whatever her name is, they're probably playing it here and just trading. I think I'm attacking anyway. Greenglade Caretaker, because these things can get pretty big pretty quickly.
Stay back!
Okay. Greenglade Duo could be a thing.
Face.
The Yordle here's with me.
I long for a worthy opponent.
I assume they have single combat. They don't. Okay. Notify should be pretty good, actually. Yeah, I think I just... Well, I could play another Green Glade Duo to make these bigger, but it doesn't actually change anything. Well, it kind of does, right? I think I'm probably supposed to hold up Brothers Bond plus
My
Notify.
shield is yours. Nature blesses her followers.
That's unfortunate. Actually, just gonna pass because if they decide to pass back,
Try me.
doesn't actually mean much. Skip.
Hang on, Cern. Hang on, Fuzzball.
Hey,
Kato. Is Kato good enough? I think I want to like Brothers Bond. Well, let me think about it. Young Witch puts these both at 3. This both puts them both at 5. So that's still not enough to kill.
who gets tossed?
The eye of twilight sees me.
Up top!
No closer. Press on.
Young Witch giving even another elusive unit quick attack for us to then give it double attack is actually pretty significant.
For the glory and beauty of House Laurent.
Good grief.
Good grief.
I find them unworthy.
I am the rose, you are the thorn. Lucky you. En garde! Haha!
Who would trespass here? Nature blesses her followers.
Could get rid of Shen, potentially. It's unlikely, though. How expensive is this spell? It's a 6, so we can't play that.
Keep running, Kate.
Too easy.
Where is my second? Too beautiful to live.
Lulu! Where'd she go?
Leave, Bob.
Another Young Witch.
Off we go! Go down! Soldiers, to me!
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of mana that doesn't actually do much. They would need... Yeah, so we don't lose to double single comment anymore, so we just win, right? We can go like this. Give that quick attack just because. I guess he could have a lifesteal that we have to watch out for. If he has the lifesteal, can we beat that? They gain 6, go up to 11. This is getting... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we still beat that, right? think we do.
I give you muscles!
Okay. I guess they were hoping we would just attack in a weird way. Our opponent's almost certainly on the Dragon's Clutch to draw Shyvana plus Challenger Dragon, probably. They likely have some single comments, so this Witch is not super good. I'll start with you, actually.
Hey!
Full speed ahead.
My faith protects me.
Off we go.
I think I'll go with this because it means we can still hold up Notify for single combat. Could have double single combat, I suppose, but... Deal.
Keep running, Kate.
I think I want to start banking spell mana while applying some pressure with Zed here, so let's go with that. Could have another thing to...
Fire and fury burn in me.
We go as one.
You cannot sway me.
Might play Draven because it gives us the option to Whirling Death as well.
Break them.
Nope. While still holding up Notify, I guess he could have...
It's Draven time.
Concerted Strike. Notify that.
This way. Go.
Come face me.
Do we try to go for it here? See if they have something.
No remorse.
Oh, I guess I did significantly less damage because of that. For some reason, I thought those shadows were Nexus Strike. So whoopsies, that was a mistake. They could be on. They could have been on Judgment too, but clearly they weren't.
The world in wings.
But that might have been a reason not to do what I did and save the.
Far louder than words.
If I lose this game, it's because
Dragon blood, Demacian heart.
Let the blood boil, half dragon.
because I missed. I should have attacked with the
Fury.
with the Zed instead of trying to be cute. Yeah.
Into darkness.
Rough. Oh wait, we're just
Fly
dead.
to the sky.
Right? Whoops.
You open.
That was stupid of me. I forgot she was gonna level. I had it in my head, okay, she's gonna level, but then I didn't think about the fact that she'd be +1/+1. Whoops. That's the mistake I made. Even if we end up winning that game, we would have definitely won it with without the mistake I made before by sacrificing that spirit that I should not have. Should have just hit with Zed. He would have been at 4 health left, and I could have made a block there. In fact, it might have even have been right to play out the spiders and stuff, just in case, to make those blocks, and then chances are we win an open attack. It's also possible I should have just gone for the double attack there, be a little greedy, and go for the flurry of fists, because if they have a way to interact, like a judgment or strike or whatever the case may be, we had the whirling death to interact with them. So there's multiple points that game where I think we made a mistake. I think we played too conservatively.
Damn it.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
The Yordle here's with me.
Got a surprise for him.
Play this because even a go hard
Where do you stand on cold shots?
doesn't kill this. Wild Feast. Sure. So he takes 7 instead. Hopefully he drew a fleeting card he can't play now because he spent too much mana. That would be nice.
I'll buy us some time.
Nope, no thank you.
I have the best job.
Suppose you want in on this.
I suppose I should leave you.
Hopefully they don't have 2 go hards.
Hang on, Cern.
We playing bilge rules, son?
Yep. This is kind of risky, but I'm going to start with it.
I'm always up for a round or two. Something for all.
Watch and learn.
You got
Now we can't
use
double Brothers Bond. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to do that differently. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next game. I think we're unlikely to win at this point anyway. They have a full grip.
Losing feels like.
We don't have much else going on, so let's move on. Try again. I think we needed a better start than that to beat the Go Hard deck. We needed them to not have their key card basically early, which is unlikely. It's rare, but it happens. I've played many a game where they just can't seem to draw it until like turn 5, turn 7, something ridiculous like that. Our deck full of X1's not going to do too well when they have it early. Do we get rid of the house spider? Let's keep it. Kind of nice, I guess. It's pretty nice too.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Into the forest.
This card's gonna cause problems eventually anyway, so I'll just trade it off. I'm fine with that. What are we playing?
I have the best job.
Probably the more expensive thing. Because we want to curve out
Death is like the wind,
a bunch of other stuff.
always by my side.
First, if he has the stun sweeper, that's going to feel really bad.
Explosives.
I think I just want to have a good open attacks. Yeah. And he wants to hit something that can die to a Yasuo trigger, so maybe we can actually get Draven to hit. I'm just gonna be greedy here and go for it. Sure.
So this is what losing feels like? Sucks.
We're not just dead that game, but eh. Our Draven takes 2 damage. They probably have a way to finish him off with Yasuo still on the field. I was hoping to get him there for being greedy, but no such luck. Our opponent made sure to save the save that thing just in case we played the flurry of fists, whatever. GG's. Tried the meme on him, didn't work. Want the Ren. For other things, I think. A 1-drop for starters would be nice. Yay, look at that, like a professional. They probably have the 1/1. Or something else. Like it.
Lady Elise, where are you?
I am the
Let's try to get Zed
in
going.
the darkness. They won't suffer long.
Please, I have connections.
I guess there was no reason not to attack with this, huh?
The party has arrived.
I suppose they could be playing Grasp in their deck. It is what it is. We try. If not, this is a decent open attack. Less decent. That's a flurry of fists. Plays a Gangplank or a Thresh, what do I have to worry about? I could still do Brothers Bond, Whirling Death that doesn't kill Thresh. You have a Spinning Axe to change that though. Might be worthwhile. Or not, we can kill it. next turn, I suppose, instead.
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
Hang on,
Let's do this. They used a bunch of Vile Feasts already. I'm okay with this. Can't. This is 1, 2. This is 3.
They'll never see us coming.
Yeah, I think that's fine then. Or do I want to plus 2? No, I don't think so. Another Zed is very nice. Probably just supposed to end the round, huh?
Without a sound. Any last words? I own you. Into darkness.
Watch and learn.
Going somewhere.
How greedy do I want to be with these axes? If he has thingy, I think we're dead anyway, so I think I want to try to level
Time for the
Draven.
moneymakers. And I thought I was already perfect.
That egg, did it move?
We're just gonna bank spell mana here. I don't want to get hit by Ruination or something. And then die. I guess this is not double striking anyway, but still.
Motion, then nothing.
Lady Elise, where are you?
With another one in hand, I think it's fine. Ow.
Paint their decks with blood.
Wow, our deck with 30 units, we couldn't draw very many of them, huh? Wow. At least we could have seen a Kato there, would have been nice. Yeah, I think we're dead. I'm assuming they have a Ledros in hand to finish us off. Does Nopify... Nope, Nopify does not take out skills like Deny does, so... Yeah, we're dead. I guess the only thing... I mean, we lose.
You have to get me out of here.
Death approaches.
Play your Ledros.
What delightful
Doesn't really matter. Doesn't. If we had, you know, actually seen some threats, maybe we could do something different there. I think I'm done with this. Nah, I'll give it. I wanted to stream for a little while longer, and if we go on to the next deck, I'm probably getting off earlier than I would want. We'll give this another try. All right, the Deep, one of the slowest decks in the game. If we can't beat it, we can't beat much. Nopify. They don't have very many things that Nopify hits that we care about, actually. We actually don't care about that.
The party has
Ugh.
come
Oh,
out of play.
at least we got in for 2. Nice. That's an actual Whirling Death, not another Draven.
Raven, I love you!
Me too, kiddo. Me too.
Okay.
This is awesome.
Deal.
The rot must be cut away.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
They have exactly enough for a vengeance or any number of things that kill our stuff, so I think we actually play Kato here. Alright, that was a short one.
They will all learn to fear my order.
Yeah, that seems like a solid curve. Oh no, we're playing... You're not a good blocker, probably don't want you. Oh man. Alright. probably supposed to play out the Draven anyway. Like, 2 of them is probably not going to do much, so...
Oh man.
Definitely just playing out a Draven. Never mind. Probably playing out another House Spider. Let's see what they do. Really?
Does he do this?
Very good blocks for us here.
Ow!
Probably supposed to just play this out. We can play it next turn. Holy jeez. Alright, let's play this out, I guess. Because... they already spent a piece of removal. And if they want to prevent this from leveling up, we're in a very, very good spot.
Fate brings us together!
Jinx stands for Jinx. Durr.
If they attack, I feel like we're in a very good spot.
I'm on a roll.
Less of a good spot, but still a pretty good spot.
Codfish stones. I don't want to.
Beautiful. Okay.
Got an axe with your name on it.
Do we get rid of the fan? Do we get rid of the bond? What do we get rid of here? I probably want the most whirling deaths possible, actually. So, is the fan good enough?
Now we're cooking. What are you waiting for?
Follow the wrong master.
Okay, so they have a get excited. No, they don't have to get excited.
I am the shadow. Claim what is ours.
It's Draven time. Well, hey there, good looking.
Into darkness.
I'm so confused as to why they didn't do that like mid-combat.
Jinx stands for Jinx. Durr.
Screams pierce the darkness.
Axes coming right up. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Time for the moneymakers.
What's my name?
Too bad he didn't attack with both.
Now it's a party.
Axes coming right up.
That's exactly lethal, so she has to respond.
It just means they like you.
Do I Whirling Death? Or do I Brothers Bond? Whirling Death would save one of my threats, so I think that's the one I want to do. It feels bad if they have something that they can discard to Jinx in response. Also means I create a load of spinning axes, which is nice. Big bucks, no thingy? Yay, no thingy. Okay.
The sun's out, the crowd's ready. Let's reckon!
Alright, we're in a very good spot.
I guess we're really doing this.
I'm not gonna block with the Draven for fear that they might actually have something like
Time for the moneymakers.
whatchamacallit in their deck. Mystic Shot. We're just gonna open attacks here. I don't want to risk, like...
Watch and learn.
Yep.
Damn, I'm good.
Sweet. Alright, one more, just so there's a good chance we hit 1 hour with this deck exactly. I don't think we're gonna get a concede after 3 rounds opponent like we did 2 matches ago. Yeah, obviously, well, I'll save my thoughts for the end. Probably a bad matchup. A lot of our early aggressive starts involve X1s that just die. 2 their go hards, so...
I'll burn for what I've done. Time to get rich.
Just take the hit. We're only dealing 1 damage anyway, so I think I'm supposed to play the Young Witch. You could have double go hard, but I mean, it's whatever. Actually, maybe play the House Spider. This has large upside if he doesn't have a go hard in hand. Okay, Kato's not bad.
Let's get to it.
What do we think? Do I just go wide?
I have my orders.
Bye-bye, Burblefish. I think I might actually give the buff to the spider so everything trades with thingy. We could actually give it this to give it a lot of attack. Or maybe I'm actually supposed to do that because he can't Vile Feast. Is that too aggressive? This is going to become a 4. And then it'll deal 8. So he's taking 8, 9, 10, 11 down to 8. And then we like curve out with a bunch of Katos. Is that good enough? And if he just wants to pass, it takes 7. That's probably fine. Is this too greedy? I think it's fine. Let's try it. See how it feels. Dealing 10, and we just curving out with some Katos now.
Damn it!
I guess he can, like, Twisted Fate finish that off.
Run!
I've whipped up something special.
Alright, we're gonna see a TF red card, maybe? Oh, second go hard, okay, sure. Kato means we can brothers bond. So depending on what their draws are like, that actually could be enough to punch through for lethal. Obviously they could have pack your bags, but we're losing this game if we don't try to win. Don't try to win here, I think. Yeah, I think that about does it for me with this deck. It's fun. It's got some neat synergies going on, but the details of what we have going on will need to be worked on for sure. The Nopifies felt okay in some spots. I feel like I want to keep trying them out, but they might not be good enough. If Go Hard's going to continue to go hard, we're going to have to maybe reconsider what are the amount of threats we have that just die to it. Maybe we're drawing enough Dravens often. If we're on all 3 Dravens, maybe we don't need Draven's biggest fan. I think I like the Young Witch, though, to be able to give anything double attack. So maybe with that in mind, there's other things that we could consider. You know, just other things. Nimble Poro on one, that could be interesting. I don't think that's correct though, but yeah. Anyway, fun games. Definitely does not feel like a strong deck though, but maybe there's something there because the Flurry of Fists card with the right in the right situations can feel very, very good. I mean, turbo leveling Draven is just fun, right? We're doing that with Whirling Death sometimes too, so maybe we want... Maybe instead of like a lot of these X ones that just that just don't do a whole lot, maybe we want to just fill out, get the 3rd Whirling Death in here, and get in... Maybe the Denies are better than Nopify, so we can deal with the Pack Your Bags and other like big nasty cards. I'd be willing to try that, I think. That's probably actually fine. Maybe the Denies are just better overall. The way those games have been playing out is like we don't mind banking some spell mana to protect our threats. If they want to take hits and like hold up interaction in case we Flurry of the Fist some of our things, then maybe we can, you know, the games are going a little bit longer. We can hold up the spell mana that we would have spent on Flurry of the Fist if they had blocked wrong or like use their interaction inappropriately, and then the Denies can either get them on a following turn or something like that. Brothers Bond, obviously powerful. Maybe we don't need 3 of them. It's a lot of like permanent buffs, but I don't know. One of the other things I thought was maybe we could be running crowd favorites of our own. This deck originally was based off of a list that I had that had not only House Spider to go along with Greedglade duos, but the guys that create copies of themselves to go like really wide. But I don't... Navori Highwayman, I don't know if that's right though. This could be a kind of a funny card to put in, I don't know. Trifarian Glory Seeker on occasion, giving it quick attack with the Young Witch or Flurry of Fists. Like, it's permanent too. Like, that could be interesting. This is a very powerful... It's another X1 though, so that don't really solve the initial problem we were having. I am interested in trying... I mentioned at the start of this set that there was a... that there is a Yasuo version that I was thinking about building, because you have things like Fey Blade Twirler that can benefit from Flurry of Fists, and all of these cards would fit nicely in it. You know, we have like Arachnoid Sentries instead of the Iron Ballista, the Fey Blade Twirlers, like I mentioned, maybe instead of the Legion Saboteurs or Green Glade duos. Probably can fit in a Cat there as well, which has some synergy over one of the Dravens if we are on Draven's biggest fan. River Shaper could be interesting too for helping us draw stuff. Well, draw our spells specifically. Like I said, I think another copy of Whirling Death might be something I'm interested in. I'm not sure about 3 Brothers Bond. They didn't feel that great drawing too many of them. We have so many threats, but even still, just sometimes, just the way those games played out. But maybe with the Denies, it would feel a little bit better having access to this like ability to deny them certain things. Some number of Noxian Fervor or other burn spell could be okay to consider as well. Brutal Hunter's kind of interesting, because even though she only gets quick attack for a round, then giving her double attack permanently, like the fact that she's a challenger is kind of interesting. Wonder if that's a direction we could go. Be a little bit more mid-rangey. What would I cut? Probably the Legion Saboteurs. Maybe the Green Glade duos aren't doing enough. No, I think they're fine, especially if we're on a couple Brothers Bond. Maybe we try these in another build. But I'm almost confident that those Nopify should just be deny. So I'm gonna like save the list as is. This is gonna be the list you're gonna see in the YouTube video, because I think this is the correct. This is just better. But we might revisit this, and I might try things like Brutal Hunter and whatnot in the list. That could be kind of neat, kind of fun. All right, that's gonna do it for that one. For now, we'll move on to the